Trump said, TikTok will be controlled by American company with most American shareholders, or it will be banned from the United States forever. Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that the app you open every day, the one where you scroll, laugh, share, and create, has just been handed over to a different team, a different nation's rules, and a totally new algorithm behind the scenes. That's exactly the turning point the world of social media is approaching right now. Today, we will dive deep into what's happening with TikTok in the United States, why it matters for creators around the globe, including you, and what the possible ripple effects could mean for the content game here in Brazil and beyond. The story begins with a law passed in the US demanding that the Chinese-owned company behind TikTok either seriously restructure the app's US operations or face a full ban. For years, the law's deadline moved from January to April to later in the year because the conversations, the tension, and the geopolitics were much more complex than anyone anticipated. As we speak, senior US officials say the deal is finalized and only awaits the formal sign-off in an upcoming summit between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping. Why does this matter to you, especially if you're a creator or viewer outside the US? First, algorithms. The algorithm that decides what shows up on your For You page, even internationally, is influenced by how the platform is structured, who owns the data, and who sets the rules. When the US version of TikTok moves under new ownership and control, it could shift trends, priority content types, monetization models, and even how creators are rewarded. Second, data and trust. One of the core reasons for forcing the change in ownership is national security concerns. Who holds the servers, how user data is treated, and whether that algorithmic power can be leveraged politically. Third, global ripple effects. What starts in the US rarely stays local. Platforms often adjust worldwide once a big shift like this happens. If TikTok's US arm changes radically, creators and platforms in Brazil and other markets might see new rules or opportunities sooner than they expect. So, what are the revealed details so far? The deal reportedly places around 65% of the US operation of TikTok into the hands of US and international investors, leaving the original Chinese parent with less than 20%. The new board will be dominated by Americans, 6 of 7 seats, and full control over the algorithm and data infrastructure will shift. The transaction is valued at roughly $14 billion. The announcement is expected imminently as the US president and China's leader meet. Now, for you, the creator, how do you move forward in this shifting landscape? First, stay flexible. New algorithms mean new top-performing content. If the US version of TikTok begins to prioritize different formats, you'll want to monitor global trend flows and be ready to adapt. Second, widen your focus. Don't rely solely on one platform or one region. Diversify content, test new formats, explore where emerging engagement is happening. Third, look for opportunities ahead of the surge. When a big platform change happens, early movers get ahead. Identify niches, content styles, or underserved topics now so you can capture momentum when change kicks in. In the coming days, expect the formal statement, investor names, operational structures of the new US entity, data governance changes, and any announced shifts to moderating, algorithm weighting, or business rules. That means your strategy should not just be about posting. Think ahead to how policy and platform shifts will ripple into content strategy, audience behavior, and monetization. In summary, the sale of TikTok's US operations isn't just a business deal. It's a watershed moment in digital geopolitics, algorithmic power, and creator strategy. For those producing content or building brand and influence globally, this is a moment to watch carefully and position creatively. Stay alert, stay agile, and get ready for what comes next. Thanks for watching, and I'll be right here to break each new development down with you. Thanks for watching. If you're ready to stay ahead of the next big shift, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below. What change do you expect next? I'll see you in the next one.